Hi guys, this is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com. I'm sure you know my website. This is my website that I have, you know. I wanted to show you a new project, a new website that I have created recently, and this is called eLearnTarot.com. Simple, right? On this website, I have created like an online learning portal where I offer all my courses. At least right now, there are four courses. I offer them, in an online video course format so that you can learn at your own pace and via the online video-based learning, situation, especially for people who can't attend my one-on-one workshops for all sorts of reasons. Your work schedules are crazy, you're totally weird time zone from mine, and it's like when it's midnight here, it's middle of the day for you there, and it's just sometimes just not worthwhile to connect online in terms of our times, our schedules, our lives. It's all nuts, and you have time only at some odd time of the day, and I'm busy. So you know what, the best way is to get online and get onto this site and sign up for my course, which is there for you all the time. um, these courses are just like my one-on-one courses. They are completely thoroughly comprehensive. We focus on card imagery, we talk about the card story technique, we go into all the practical tips and tricks, and we I will show you how to read tarot cards professionally, and of course connect deeper with yourself, thanks to the tarot cards. We also have this one course, Know Thyself, which comes is a free forever course, and it's kind of part and parcel with all the courses you buy, because this course is really dear to my heart. And in this course, I share how all the different methods and techniques I use to do readings, to really do the kind of readings that get help you to get to know yourself better, right? But the flagship course, of course, is the Simple Tarot course, the one on one course. This is the course I offer when I teach the basic tarot course, uh, you know, in person or online, right, via Skype and Zoom. And for those of you who already know a little bit of the tarot card meanings and you just want to focus on spreads, then this is the course. The difference between these two courses is the lessons are pretty much same over here, both these courses, except the parts, except the modules where I'm teaching the card meanings, they are not here. And this is the Ask the Tarot Archetypes course, which is like is a quick sort of short course, and it's beautiful because this is again for those who have a fair bit of an idea of the card meanings and you really want to get deeper. This is one of the methods. One of the, no, I look into various methods where we look at the tarot archetypes for wisdom. And oh yeah, here we have a bunch of reviews and testimonials that I got. And yes, while there are, of course, a bunch of advantages of learning online, which is really catching on and I like it, but the best advantage, if you ask me, is this, the regular live check ins. The whole point is if you have a question or a query at the end of the lesson, there is a space to, it's a WordPress site, so you can put a comment or it will basically be getting a message to me that oh I didn't could you clarify this or could you explain this a little bit more. And if it's something simple, I can just email you back or put a message on the site, on the lesson page itself. But if it's it's a bunch of you have a bunch of queries, or it's just you with a bunch of queries, then we can even, schedule an online sort of Skype session. Again, this is depending on, how our schedules match up, but I'm sure we can figure something out. And we can do an online sort of quick chat, half an hour, 15 minutes, depending on how many queries you have. And we can, the point is, just because this is an online class, it's not like you don't get access to me. You get access to me to clarify your doubts. I'm always there. I'm always at hand. So there is no difference between this one and the actual workshop that I offer, one-on-one. You will have access to the materials for only 1 year. Okay, and don't worry if, let's say, you need a little bit more time to finish your course, just extend the membership for another year or so. I can do that for a reasonable, small reasonable fee. Don't worry. But then people often have like, why 1 year, right? Because this is the only way to keep you motivated to finish the course. Okay, and I'm talking from personal experience. Sometimes you sign up for a lifetime access course, and then you just sign up, you pay for the course, and then you don't even look at it because I've got my whole life to check this out. And I have had this experience so many times. It's embarrassing to share. But then I signed up for a course which was just like 1 year. And then there was this sense of urgency, and because I would lose access to the course materials after the year. So I'm like, wait a minute. And so I made time and I finished that course. And so I'm like, okay, my courses are going to be, 1 year access. Because I understood the whole point, right? And yes, you will get a certificate. Once you complete a lovely, beautiful certificate, you can just download it, print it up, you can laminate it or frame it and share it with the world, right? And the whole point is you will get a lifetime. You may not get lifetime access to course materials, but you will get lifetime access to me. So anytime you have any difficulty, any question, any query, so after you finish the course, you start doing your tarot readings and you start practicing. Maybe a year goes by and you have a question and you're like, wait, let me ask Madhvi. Of course, email me, right? And depending on how big or small or simple or complicated your query is, we can just email back and forth, or we can just connect via Skype, Zoom, WhatsApp, what have you. So many different applications out there. And whatever method works for you, we will connect, we will talk, and we will figure it out. Okay, this is lifetime. This is lifetime. Okay, and yeah, there will be updates to these courses, of course. So as time goes by, you can always get access to fresh and up-to-date content. Okay, the website also has a little bit about me. That's my website. So yeah, links to my tarot book on Amazon, and the keywords guide on my other side, the Tarotically Speaking guide. This again, just about my books. This link is about my YouTube channel, right? This plugin really pulls all my latest videos up here, and you can also go to my YouTube channel from here. These are all the courses at present that I offer. Okay. And yes, there is an introductory discount which expires 30th of June. So take advantage of it. We'll have like a 10% discount on the full price of the course. Okay, I'll explain this in a minute. So let's take a look. So these are the 4 courses that I have on there right now at the moment. This is my flagship course, as it were, the Simple Tarot One-on-One. This is perfect for beginners. You don't know tarot, you want to learn tarot, you want to be able to do, say, professional level tarot readings. This is the course for you. Let me go here. You'll have access to 39 lessons, which are pretty in-depth. All of it amounts to about 24 hours of video content. And not to toot my own horn, but I have not seen any introductory or basic tarot course that has so much video content. So yeah, and a bunch of handouts. There's PDFs of all the slides, the keywords and meanings, ready reckoner kind of a thing, a PDF version of my book, some worksheets from the book. And there you go. You can make a one-time payment and be sure to use a 10% off code, right? Because it only applies to the full payment, not to the monthly installments. But if you're on a budget, and even the installments, I've made sure the whole thing is pretty budget friendly. This is, of course, If you do a price comparison, let me go here and I'll show you tarot workshop. Yeah, you do a little bit of a price comparison. This is, and you here, yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's budget friendly because here I don't have to be physically present for each student, so that saves my time and efforts. So I said I can make it a little budget friendly. So you have the one time payment option and you have the 3 monthly installments option. Okay, and if you go right now to my site, you have these videos available for free preview, but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. So you can log in from here or here once you've signed up. Let's go from here. Again. And right off the bat, you can go here to courses and you can see all the courses. Now, since I have admin access, all the courses that I make, I'll have access here, but you can even have access from here, the sidebar, and I'll show you how handy that is in a minute. So you go here, let's say this is your course, and you want to access this lesson, okay? Right? And see, now this unit has been marked completed. Let me go to a preview. Let me go to the next lesson though. I'll show you. Yeah. So when a lesson has not been, say, marked as completed, this is how it looks like. And from here, you can jump to the previous or next lesson, or you can use this sidebar and jump to any lesson you want. Okay, and the lessons that you've marked as completed will have this green tick mark, and the ones that you have not marked as completed will be with a red dot, big red dot. So let's take a look. I'm just going to give you a little sneak preview of a few lessons so you understand what I'm talking about here in the when I'm teaching here. Just like we looked at the numerological connection of each of the minor arcana cards, and of course that applies to the major arcanas as well. An additional sort of add-on connection that comes astrologically of the signs here as well. So just become familiar with them. Now, Taurus is associated or ruled by Venus, which shows up here, Empress. Then Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so we have that associated with the Magician. Cancer is ruled by Moon, connected with readings. Now you must be wondering, okay, I get it, that's fine. I'll also learn the card meanings, and we are going to do that obviously. But then you're like, okay, but what does this all mean? What energy does is the sun bring into the picture, for example, or what's energy? Okay, so we go into that in that lesson. Let me just for fun. Let me mark this as completed. Okay, then wait, this will change once we refresh. Okay, now let me go into suit of wands. Let's look at that. See, astrology marked as completed. Now, as you can see, this is an hour and 12 minutes long. So this is the whole suit. We go through it. We look at the card meanings upright and reversed. All right, so let's begin our journey into the card meanings. And we are going to begin up in his hand. It evokes all kinds of feelings. He's conquered the world. Or you may feel that, he's looking at that globe, he's planning, what he wants to do. He wants to go global, maybe, right? And both these meanings are pretty valid, right? Because it's an imagery based situation, the interpretation can go either way, and that's perfectly fine. We also looking at this body of, it could be the ocean information through some other means, and figure out what is causing the blocks and delays. So maybe they can be remedied and fixed, right? Then in our because this is a story, reverse is like, wait a second, all the stuff that you're trying to do to get this team back on track is not working. Maybe you should try some other thing. Look at the direction it's going, where this will of force. So, for instance, all the wants people, and they are people, code cards are people. Remember that formula code cards are people. So, all the wants people will be driven by their fire, passion, energy. They are always ambitious and driven people on various levels. Swords people, for instance, will be swords are air and intellect, right? We'll go into that in the next video, but when we do the swords video. But for sake of example, swords are all about air. They are intellectual. So the swords people will be driven with that energy. They will be always mind cancel each other out on a certain level. They're not very friendly with each other elementally, and they don't. I mean, they don't cancel each other out, but they are not really friendly. Friendly. He's got this all these lions and sunflowers and this little cat. Oh my god! See, we really go into the card meanings. We go into the code cards, of course, when we're looking at that suit. Let me mark this is complete. Let's look at major arcana. Let's look at the second video. Okay, so I've divided the major arcana into 3 parts. Each video is about roughly an hour, hour and a half. So, all right. So here in the second, really. So when you mix them up, like in your, when you're painting, when you mix up, when he's busy surrounded by the world. So that's what this card is about. It's about solitude and isolation and seclusion. But it is in this seclusion that you can think, that you can contemplate, that you can, understand what is, it's kind of making sense of all your experiences and gaining wisdom from that experience. And what happens, right? In this in between space that he is in, this cold, dreary looking landscape, and he's they're trying to show this isolation. It's not just inward, it's outward. And then, with all that contemplation that he does, the wisdom that comes, it's a combination, it becomes like that star in that lantern, right? A combination of both masculine and feminine energies when they combine the creation, the understanding, all of it, it becomes like a shining star. So he holds that up there, right? So if there be anybody else sort of, passing through or going through a similar experience, he might share his wisdom with that person, and perhaps that person might get some help or better understanding. So he's willing to help other people with the wisdom that he has gained from experience. So maybe their journey might be a little smoother, right? But the thing with the hermit is, so he represents kind of the wise old man archetype. Remember, there's always this wise old man sitting in a cave on top of a big mountain that you have to ultimately go and sort of seek advice from. That kind of archetype exists in so many stories, or somewhere a sort of a beggar man will show up, or a teacher will show up, just like how Obi-Wan shows up for Luke, right? And they will teach, they will guide, they will show them the way because they have gone through their own experiences. So that is the sort of role, the wise old man archetype that this hermit sort of personifies. Now, the thing with the hermit is that you have to go to him and ask him for advice. He won't come to you of his own will. Okay, he might see that you need guidance and advice, but he keeps his own counsel. All right, like let them ask. Okay, and if you ask, he will guide you. So this can also represent a person, right? Sometimes you have these mentors. Sometimes you have these people who have gone through various experiences. It could be young people, old people, doesn't matter. The age doesn't matter, experience matters. And if you ask them, they will really, really guide you and help you and make your journey easier. Okay, so that was a sneak peek, right? And okay, hang on. So that was we go into it, we really go into it. It's not just oh, here's a card, here are a bunch of meanings, go learn it. No, we understand why the card means what it means. We understand other implications of the cards, both minor, major. We really get into the imagery and really understand the card image. The advantage of doing that is, as you know, all or many of the decks that are out there, apart from the Rider-Waite deck, are based on the Rider-Waite imagery, or more or less, copy that imagery, or that's kind of like the template, and they copy it. So once you understand the Rider-Waite thoroughly, this also enables you to pick up any other Rider-Waite based deck and really get into it. It's come to a point where sometimes I just have to flip through the deck once and I'm like, okay, and I can start reading with it. So my whole idea is to also equip you to do that eventually. Okay. Now let's look at another one. Common reading rituals. This is an interesting one. About 11 minutes. Okay, so some are short, some are quick, some are. So let's talk about a few common rituals that people follow. Files what you see on screen right now, but I'm sure that I may have missed out. Different people have different ways, especially because the tarot cards are a little bit more bigger than your regular. With your left hand and moving from right, pull the cards, and then depends on me. Right nowadays, what happens is I do, and then choosing the cards for your spread. There are again different ways people like to do it. What I like to do is this: I make a nice fan, and then I just pull the cards that I feel drawn to. Like I feel like I need to pull this one, I need to pull that one. That's it. Alternatively, some people just shuffle the deck and pull the card from the top of the deck, whatever card is on the top of the deck, and they go with that. Again, follow a system that just feels natural and simple to you, but stick to it. Okay, of course, for the duration of the reading. If at some point you feel, oh, that's it, I need to go to this method now and do that method now, by all means do it. But then be consistent, right? Throughout at least that reading session. But these are the ways, and again, you can choose. Right? Just, again, this is full of practical tips. I've had at least 15 years of experience reading professionally, and so these are not just basic superficial lessons. It's just a whole lot of practical helpful tips, so that you can start doing readings. Okay, let's look at a few spread videos. Oh yeah, here you go. Here's your Celtic cross spread, right? All right, so today we are going to look at the Celtic cross. So initially we just go and I teach you, I show you what the spread is all about, what the different spread positions are all about, and then if it is more convenient for the purpose of a session to take as the signal. So again, follow that system. The significator for this, isn't it? The Celtic cross. This is a 1 hour long video. Okay, I get it. Let me just right. So once the theory is done, we get into the show and tell, or the practical part of the lesson, where environment again. This is going to add in to what we're already going to see from the environment cards, and then from the top of the deck we get the Chariot in the river. Okay. See now. Gonna have to. Well, if you don't get to see all the cards properly, forgive me. There was only so much so far I could pull the stand. And yeah, okay, let's not mess it up further. Okay, so her situation. And now let's look at the in the reverse. So again, that just that kind of, if you can say it, it adds value or confirms what we are seeing here. Future client, environment, hopes and fears, and out. Right. So we really go into it. So you can see how I do the readings. I show you how I arrive at those interpretations, all of it. Okay. So, oh wait, this is the one. Okay. And then, oh yeah, these, just all the lessons are like that, where I have to show you practical stuff, where I have to show you the card meaning. It's all covered in here. And wow, okay. So yes, and as you can see, there is a comment box at the bottom of that lesson page. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you can put your message over here and it'll reach me and I'll get back to you. Or you can head on over to the contact page, which again has this neat little email box, and you can, all the FAQs are here as well. And you can send me a message from here as well. You want to connect with me on any of the social media apps: Facebook, Twitter, Insta, YouTube, my Amazon page, Pinterest page. Oh, I do a bunch of fun Pinterest stuff. And then, of course, you want to sign up for my newsletter, you can go sign up here. Point is, you can reach out to me any which way you prefer, and usually within 24 to 48 hours, you will hear from me. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Be sure to take advantage of this introductory discount. It's only available till the 30th of June. So May and June, about, it's the middle of May, so about a month and a half. It's plenty of time, you can plan. Or if a one-time payment thing is not happening, then you can definitely opt for the installments. But be sure, try as much as you can, because once that happens, I will, it'll be a while till I offer any other discount codes for whatever reason. So just take advantage of this discount and go for it. Okay. Oh man, this is beautiful. Why won't this picture load? See, this whole site is a work in progress, but I assure you, any questions, any queries, I'm always there. You can always reach out, and I can always, answer. Let me go log out from here. You can log out from here or from here, whichever works for you. There you go. Confirm and log out. There you go. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you guys in my course, and I look forward to being there to help you, to guide you, and so you can learn the tarot and become awesome tarot card readers. Whether you want to go professional or whether you want to learn just for yourself, I'm giving you all the lessons, all the tools, all the techniques that I have learned so far, and I hope they will be beneficial to you. I thank you for sort of letting me be there for you as a teacher, as a mentor, and for giving me all sorts of opportunities to share my knowledge, my wisdom, all that the tarot cards have given me, that I can share with you guys in whichever way I can. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys will check my site out and go enroll in one of my courses and let me know what you think. And I wait to hear from you. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.